and honor to share the pit with him.
Mən ona gəzmək üçün getmirəm, mən ona qalib olmaq üçün gedirəm.
Zsolt Habda is 5 inches taller than the world champion. He stands across from that, of course, translates to an advantage in the leg and the arms as well.
Check out.
You ready? You ready? Let's do this.
Whoa, starting off with the back.
Yeah, Zsolt Habda in the black pants, Rafael Aghayev in the white pants. Your referee for this one is Sam Amidi.
Aghayev seen a few kicks coming at him.
I think so.
He's not that worried. And when I say, you know, for his age, he's 36, right? But normally, a guy like that who's been performing his entire life, 36, everybody would say it's all.
Yeah, he said it really does take an awful lot of time in training and preparation to stay consistently at that high level. He says that's what he appreciates the most about his career. You know, he's been in karate 30 years and, you know, 25 of it or something has been spent at the top echelons.
Walking him down, very smart. See, close the distance, stay close on him. Don't let him fire those legs, and if he does, move in.
Yeah, waiting to see that reverse punch of Aghayev.
It's coming. I was just going to say, he's going to throw it.
He's pushed Habda up against the pit wall and accidentally grounds his knees there. That's going to stop the action. You know, one thing that we really picked out in Aghayev's previous fight here at Karate Combat Genesis against Dionisio Gustavo was just how fluidly he mixed in the takedowns off the strikes to close the distance. There really was a fluidity to it that you don't see all that often. You know, he threw a huge range of takedowns as well. You know, there was a catch with a kick, there was a drop seoi-nage, there was you know, some other interesting trips and throws. Something that Zsolt Habda is going to have to be wary of.
He's waiting for that left one. Get a finger in the eye or something.
Yeah, he's just saying he caught an errant glove or finger. The referee's going to give him a moment to check this.
No coaching, no coaching.
Play here, see what we can see. And yeah, there you go. Parried left hand right up into the eyes. I don't think it was deliberate, but you got to be careful. You know, the Karate Combat gloves are designed very special. A little bit of a cut there, perhaps. Habda with a lot of movement, staying on the outside. Aghayev trying to stalk and stay forward with the pressure here.
There we go. I told you he's going to smother him. It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, good catch of the kick and good work from Aghayev to clear the legs, but he unfortunately fell down to a side control position. That's going to negate the work to get the legs out of the way.
Oh, he walked into that, and he shakes his head. No, didn't really hurt that much. This is where Aghayev wants to be.
20 seconds left in this opening round.
Wow, that flew by.
I really did. I looked up and the time was almost over. Habda's really got to use this range. He's got such an advantage, and wow, Aghayev got him flinching heavily there. The slightest twitch. They head back to their corners. Some replays here, and good work from Zsolt Habda going to the legs.
That was a nice kick. Grabbed it though, because he smothered it, so it took a little bit of the power out. Still, it's a good kick. He's got to stay on his feet for the ground and pound. That's important.
And I got to say, I was surprised that the feint at the end there got such a reaction from Habda. I mean, that's got to give some motivation. So, touch of gloves, round number 2 underway. Zsolt Habda with more of the rhythmic movement. Very, very old school, classical karate stance for Aghayev. That wide base, lead leg forward. And, you know, it's interesting. You would say perhaps, you know, the sort of the frame and the size of Habda is an advantage, but in the clinch, not really, because, you know, it automatically gives Aghayev some underhooks.
Whoa, look at that. He gently put him down.
Well, I think he realized that it was perhaps an illegal move halfway through as he did it. But some power there in that high crotch lift from Rafael Aghayev.
But there you can see his awareness.
Right. Right, and that's part of it, right? You're not getting lost in the moment. You know, he knows very, very clearly what's going on. And there you go, double underhooks because he's the shorter fighter.
Break! Break, work to take down. Work to take down, gentlemen. Let's go.
We don't see a lot of kicks from Aghayev. Oh, look at that.
Look at the power of that right to the chest.
But he feels the power.
Right. Oof. He really is throwing that with some intention. Oh, good shot to the body. I thought he was thinking about a Haragoshi for a second there. He looked as though he was going to turn the hip across.
Let's go.
I mean, now suddenly a left high kick. That's a surprise.
Work to take down.
Because it's almost like he sets him up, right?
Come on, gents.
We saw one or two kicks now.
Ooh, that's a good catch to the kick, and again, capitalizing on it is Aghayev. He's got to watch out for the up kicks.
Great job by Habda to keep him away with the legs.
Aghayev really does cover distance so incredibly quickly, but at the end of the day, you know, that's the name of the game in most typical karate tournaments. It's, you know, land first, cover that distance and get to the target.
Work to take. Break. Break. Rafael, stop holding the striking, okay? Can't clinch the strike. Work to take down, okay? Let's go, let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Zsolt Habda staying on the outside here. Again, it's Aghayev pressing forward. He's really coming behind that one big weapon of that huge left hand. You know, I mean, he's almost a personification of I fear not the man who has 10,000 kicks but has one kick 10,000 times.
I would love to see some kicks as well, though.
True, absolutely,
right? Especially
because they're so high scoring under the karate combat rule set. You know, you gotta have the aggression, you gotta drive forward, but effective kicking followed by effective striking. So replays here for this second round. And this was the accidental illegal takedown attempt, and you see he just stops midair and gently places him down to the ground.
That was so nice. Boom.
But that weapon, that reverse punch pass, is the thing he's trying to rely on, isn't it?
The whole night, yes, the whole fight.
You know, what's it like being in the spot he's in now? And he said it's a little bit surreal. You know, he said when they were kids, he used to have to ration their food, and being the youngest of all his siblings, his brothers would give them more of his food, or give him more of their food.
I think he might have connected with one of those punches.
Oh, and Aghayev a little slow to get up, perhaps. Final 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this bout here. This is the main event.
Oh, see what I mean? I think he heard of it the punch before the combination. I really do.
And I can't quite see that. We're going to assume he's in a standing position, or, well, the knee is actually on the opponent, so that was borderline illegal, but the referee let it go.
Good? We're good? Yeah, let's go.
Do you think fatigue in the face of Zsolt Habda now?
Fatigue also, but I think the punch that he landed before. Oh, that was
and he went with the lead hand.
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, that was lovely tactics from the Azerbaijani to mix it up there. We've been waiting for that huge reverse punch.
He's smelling the victory. He's got 2 minutes.
Yeah, the lead went.
He's got to move to the sides.
Yeah, couldn't circle out quick enough, and of course you cannot go straight back as fast as someone can go straight forwards.
Turn around for me. Turn around.
Well, maybe someone can, but most people can't.
Yeah, Usain Bolt, maybe.
Huge shots from Aghayev here.
He's got to keep himself away.
Oh, sprawling. This needs to get broken here. This is Habda really trying to slow the pace down. He's got to be careful here, because that looked a little bit desperate, perhaps.
Stop grabbing the leg, okay? Stop double legging. Let's go.
Minute and 15 seconds here. This, of course, is the welterweight division. The belt currently held by the American Josh Quayhagen. Final minute of this fight and of this event. Zsolt Habda sucking in deep breaths as Rafael Aghayev comes forward, throws everything in these shots. He's trying to take his head off now. Oh, huge harai, but just loses the grip.
Let's go.
Again, Habda forced to try and hold on to the lower body to slow this one down.
2 seconds. I'm going to see something.
Well, I don't think it's going to be for lack of trying on Aghayev's part. Habda trying to circle out best he can. Aghayev following him around here, cutting off the pit. Again, Habda ties up. Final 10 seconds. And I think Habda's going to do everything to stay on his bike here. Oh, the shot lands. Aghayev follows up, but that's going to do it. This main event is done. And the replays here.
Yeah, third round of scores. I was all Aghayev. I mean, kick to the body here, but for the rest, I'm constantly with the big stride. You switch it up to the lead hand suddenly instead of the cross. That was nice. His body shots, everything was just to break something. Big power. Got hit here on the way in by Habda.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your winner by unanimous decision in the blue corner.
He's got it.
So Rafael Aghayev gets the job done on him. So Bas, let's take one last look back at the highlights overall from that main event. Give us your closing thoughts on the return of Rafael Aghayev.
I think he did great. I think he's going to work on a lot of other stuff because we didn't see him kick pretty much not at all. I would love to see that. I would like to have him fake something so his opponent throws something and then go in for that kill. Yeah, I would love to see him a little bit more well-rounded, to be honest.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a newer rule set for him. There's stuff to work on, you know?
That's it, you know, this is how you learn. This is very much Atamov-like, right? Also great take